some amazing news today that you absolutely are not going to believe. 2023 is a monumental year for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not only is it the 25th anniversary, but it is also the first time in several years that the World Championship Series is back in action. And it seems only fitting that for this year, the World Championship Series will include a new and revolutionary way for duelists to compete. Introducing Master Duel's Road to Worlds campaign.
Master Duel has taken Yu-Gi-Oh! To new heights, with players all around the world being able to pick up the game and play at any time against anyone in a brand new and exciting way of dueling.
Master Duel is able to feel familiar to OCG players and TCG players while also being its own individualized format. Players can also participate in festivals that offer a wide variety of rewards and fresh new challenges, which makes Master Duel an accessible and exciting space for competitive and casual players alike. Also, the soundtrack is fire, the graphics are great, the mates adorable, the field's fantastic. So if that doesn't suck you in for at least 47 hours, I don't know what to tell you.
And the most exciting part about this is for the first time ever, you can qualify for the World Championship Series on Master Duel.
And I'm going to tell you how right now, baby. Now, if you want to qualify for Worlds from the comfort of your own cozy home, here's the rundown of how it's going to work. There will be 2 stages. In the first stage, players will be able to move on to the regional qualifiers based on rank. You will start at Duelist level 1 and work your way up to Duelist level 20 max, just like Duelist Cup.
Then you will move on to regional qualifiers. Players with the highest point accumulation during this period will be chosen as their region's representative. So how this works is that winning a match increases your points while losing decreases your points. Qualifiers are all done solo, but the winner of the qualifier will get to choose 2 teammates from the same region who also participated in that qualifier.
So if you are the winner of the North American region, you get to choose 2 other people who qualified in North America. And keep in mind that the number of teams will be dependent on the region. So pay attention to see how many teams will end up moving on to Worlds in your region.
So the qualifier is solo, but the team will be competing in the World Championship Finals in Tokyo as a team event.
Yeah.
Just a friendly reminder that you can only compete in one of the divisions in Worlds. This is either the Master Duel, TCG, or Duel Links.
So make sure you do your best because there can be only one. So now that we just explained to you how it's all going to work, I should probably tell you when so that you can, write this down and plan your life accordingly. So the good news is the Road to Worlds campaign has already begun and you can go get started right now, and stage 1 will run through May 28th at 8:59 p.m. PST. So you have that entire length of time to get from Duelist level 1 to Duelist level max. And then the second stage, the regional qualifiers, will also start on May 25th at 9 p.m. PST and run until May 28th at 8:59 PST. So the 2 of them do overlap, and I think that's because it's more like if you finish first, you get there first and you have more time to play. So the whole goal is to reach Duelist level max as fast as possible so that then you can start grinding for the qualifiers.
So qualifying for Worlds through Master Duel is an amazing opportunity. However, you also get sick rewards just for participating in the Master Duel Road to Worlds campaign.
You sure do.
Just for taking part, you get 1,000 gems, a Royal Finish Blackwing Full Armor Master, and a Blackwing Full Armor Master icon.
Just like you, an icon, baby. What's really cool is you get all of these just for participating, and you can use those gems to help build your deck for the campaign.
So before Master Duel, if you're anything like us, you'd have to travel to multiple events, play in regionals, play in high-tier events, and get points just to compete.
But now, thanks to Master Duel and the Road to World campaign, you don't have to worry about that, and you can qualify from the comfort of your own home. For those of you who play in the TCG, you know that it's pretty difficult to qualify for Worlds because it involves a lot of traveling, it involves a lot of success at high-tier events, and you still have to get the points, and you don't even necessarily qualify for Worlds after that. That's a lot of commitment, and having that as the only route to Worlds sometimes is really tough for people. So having multiple avenues of getting to Worlds now, thanks to Master Duel, really makes things a lot more accessible for the community as a whole, digitally and physically. So now that we've given you the lowdown on the Road to Worlds campaign and how it's all gonna work, you're probably wondering, okay, well what decks do I play? What am I doing? One of the beauties of Master Duel is that it is its own individual format, separate from the TCG and the OCG, which means you can play decks that may not be available in the TCG anymore, or just decks that you've always wanted to play that you never got the chance to. And if there are decks that are already popular in Master Duel that you already played in the TCG, you can use that as a strength because you know what the strategy is and you can play it to the fullest. So with all that being said, let's talk about some decks that you could play for the Road to Worlds campaign.
A deck that we absolutely loved in the TCG that is also seeing a ton of play on Master Duel right now is Tier Limits.
Hoffness would like to say hi.
However, the Tier Limit strategy does have a little bit of a difference in Master Duel as opposed to the TCG thanks to the Forbidden and Limited list. Its consistency has a lot more viability due to things like Fairy Tail Snow and Max C.
Max C, of course, helps you draw into those engine pieces, and Fairy Tail Snow, not being a hard once per turn or hard once per chain, provides a body of interruption division and can help you make some really cool rank 4s because you guessed it, she's a 4.
And speaking of 4s and numbers, another very viable strategy is the level 2 strategy. Obviously, this is referring to Sprite. Now there's tons of different variants you can play with Sprite. There's Runic Sprite, there's Pure Sprite, there's my favorite, Live Twin Sprite. If it has a level 2, a link 2, or a rank 2, you better believe that you can play it.
And then last up for decks I'd like to talk about is one near and dear to my heart is my baby, my love and joy, normal summon Moye baby, it's Sword Soul. One of the most fun parts of Sword Soul and Master Duel is that you still get to play Protos, which is an absolute blowout of a card that you can search through your Sword Soul engine. And in case you didn't know, Protos has this really nifty little effect that can restrict your opponent from summoning a certain attribute of monster. So take that information with what you will and happy worm building. All of these decks and many other decks have the ability to succeed in the Road to Worlds campaign. These are just some of our favorite TCG decks that we wanted to highlight in case you are looking from a deck that you wanted to emulate from the TCG and play in Master Duel. And remember to have no fear with building these decks because for participating in the Road to Worlds campaign, you get 1,000 beautiful gems and other amazing in-game rewards. So those will help you with your deck building and you'll be just fine, babe. And that all just about wraps up how the Road to Worlds campaign is going to work. So we're really excited. I hope you are as excited as TCG players. It's really great to see a platform like Master Duel finally grow and blossom into something that can make it to Worlds and be its own division.
And as the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really awesome to see the opportunities that Master Duel is providing and have the ability to bring more players into the game and to Worlds.
Yeah, I think that's really great. There's a lot of accessibility happening lately in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think that's something we should all be celebrating, whether we've played Master Duel or not. And I hope after this video, you deeply consider it, because honestly, this is a super sick thing that we're excited to be a part of. So big shout outs to Konami. Thank you to Konami and Master Duel for allowing us to make this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below and we will do our best to help answer them. And we hope to see you in the Road to Worlds campaign. And with all that being said, my darling duelists, thank you so much for watching this video. We love you, you matter, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye team!
See ya!